Good morning, everybody. Thanks for being here with us. And for those of you online, thank you for being with us today as well. My name is Joanne, and I'm here to welcome you to our service today. You're on. Oh, I have to introduce Linda. This is Linda, and Linda's my co-host today.
You knew that, right? The Unity Movement embraces the inherent worth and diversity of every individual, fostering an environment of acceptance and respect for all people. Without distinction of any kind, we come together to encourage and support one another in our individual spiritual journeys. Wherever you are in that process, we are glad you joined us today.
While it is a well-traveled land, we would like to respectfully acknowledge that the land in which we gather today is a traditional territory of the Three Fires Confederacy of the First Nations, comprising of the Ojibwe, the Odawa, and the Potawatomi peoples. We are grateful to work, learn, and live in this area.
And I would like to introduce our musicians today, Angelica and Michael. Thank you so much for being a great team. And I'm so glad to have Joanne with us today. Thank you so much, Joanne, for being here.
Oh, you're very welcome. So I'd like to open with an opening prayer. So if you just kind of take a nice breath in and relax in your seat. You close your eyes or leave them open, whatever suits you. And today I'm going to say a prayer about peace. We join with others to create world peace. At times I wonder whether my efforts towards world peace make a difference. We may all doubt how one person's efforts can help eradicate strife and discord. Rather than feel discouraged, let us realize our small actions generate more goodwill than we can imagine. Each compassionate and word we speak and each act of kindness we perform send ripples of love into the universe. And I know we are not alone. There are others in our community, in our country, and throughout the world who are helping, serving, and sending kind and loving thoughts to their neighbors just as we are. We hold fast to that awareness, encouraged that we are part of a community of people endeavoring to bring about a more peaceful, loving world. And just a quote, "Peace of mind isn't the absence of conflict, it's the ability to deal with it." So be it.
Thank you, Joanne. That was beautiful. I'd like to introduce our prayer chaplain today, Tim Eckert. I don't see Tim.
He might be coming in a little
Maybe
bit.
he'll be here soon, yeah. We'll just wait and see. The prayer room is upstairs, so right after the service, he should be here and available for you.
And I'd like to point out our prayer request box right here. There's a piece of paper there, and there's instructions. You just place your prayer request in that box, and our prayer chaplain team will hold those requests in prayer for you.
And I would like to remind everyone here, online 24/7, there is prayer support with Silent Unity. The phone number is 1-800-NOW-PRAY.
Now it's time for some music. Angelica, Mike, what do you have for us today?
Good morning, everyone. If you're willing and able, please stand and join us. Our first song, Faith Rivera, Coming Together. All right, here we go. I've got love. I've got peace. I've got joy flowing like a river. I've got love. I've got peace. I've got joy flowing like a river. One heart, one mind, one love, flowing like a river. I've got hope, I've got strength, I've got faith to move every mountain. I've got hope, I've got strength, I've got faith to move every mountain. Oh, one heart, one mind, one love to move every mountain. I've got you, I've got me, I've got us coming together. I've got you, I've got me, I've got us coming together. Oh, one heart, one mind, one love coming together. Yeah, we're coming together. Yeah, we're coming together. Yeah, we're coming together. Yeah, we're coming together. Oh, one heart, one mind, one love coming together. Oh, one heart, one mind, one love coming together. Oh, one heart, one mind, one love coming together. Great job, everyone. Awesome. Let's kick it, Mike. Here we go. I am free, I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited. Right now, right now. I am free, I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited. Right now, right now. You are free, you are unlimited. There are no chains that bind you. You are free, you are unlimited. Right now, right now. You are free, you are unlimited. There are no chains that bind you. You are free, you are unlimited. Right now, right now. We are free, we are unlimited. There are no chains that bind us. We are free, we are unlimited. Right now, right now. We are free, we are unlimited. There are no chains that bind us. We are free, we are unlimited. Right now, right now. I am free, I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited. Right now, right now. I am free, I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited. Right now, right now. Thank you all so very much. You may be seated.
Unity Spiritual Center of Windsor is a progressive spiritual community that emphasizes personal growth, living consciously, and making a positive difference in the world. As part of the New Thought movement and the worldwide unity movement, we strive to be compassionate, to be inclusive, open-minded, service-oriented, abundant, and spirit-filled.
Unity teaches that each person is a unique individual expression of God. Our realization of that truth evolves as we expand our consciousness through prayer and meditation. Unity emphasizes that we create our experience of life according to the thoughts and feelings we hold in mind. Affirmative prayer is the highest form of creative thought, while meditation stills the mind and heightens our awareness of the oneness with Spirit, each other, and all life. Living from that awareness transforms our lives and the world.
Our affirmation for April is, the power of my thoughts and words moves me ever closer to the truth of my being. Would you like to say that with me, please? The power of my thoughts and words moves me closer to the truth of my being.
And now we've got some special music from Angelica. Let's go for it.
Let's definitely go for it. Yesterday, a child came out to wander, caught a dragonfly inside a jar. Fearful when the sky was full of thunder, and tearful at the falling of a star. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. Then the child moved 10 times round the seasons, skated over 10 clear frozen streams. Words like, when you're older, must appease him, and promises of someday make his dreams. Join me. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. 16 springs and 16 summers gone now. Cartwheels turn to car wheels round the town, and they tell him, take your time, it won't be long now, until you drag your feet to slow them down. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. And the years spin by, and now the boy is 20, though his dreams have lost some grandeur coming true. There'll be new dreams, maybe better dreams, and plenty, before the last revolving year is through. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on that carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game, and go round and round and round in the circle game. Thank you, Mike. Thank you all so very much.
Thank you, Angelica and Michael. That was wonderful. Can we have another little round of applause for these beautiful musicians? So creative, right? Welcome to Unity Spiritual Center of Windsor, April 14th. Claudio tells me today is the true Easter of the Divine Feminine. Is that correct, Claudio? Where are you? Yeah, in the stars. Did I say that right? Okay. Welcome to everyone online. So glad you're here. Let's interact with each other by saying hello. You can wave. They can wave back. We're together. We're definitely together. So, Regeneration. And there's Tim. Somebody want to help him? He's, he needs assistance. He's at the door. Thank you. My dad sent me an email this morning. We were talking last night at Hearts Together for Haiti Gala Dinner about my talk today. And he sent me something from Richard Rohr, and it includes a quote by Thomas Merton, and I'll share it with you. True encounter with Christ liberates something in us, a power we did not know we had. A power we did not know we had. A hope, a capacity for life, a resilience, an ability to bounce back when we thought we were completely defeated. A capacity to grow and change, a power of creative transformation. And Richard Rohr goes on to say, when he begins his meditational contemplation here, prayer is not primarily saying words or thinking thoughts. It's more than that. It's an encounter and a life stance. So it's an encounter with the presence and a life stance, the way we stand in life. It's a way of living in the presence with awareness of the presence and even enjoying the presence. We don't do this because we have to. Contemplative people are more than aware of divine presence. They trust it, they allow it, and they delight in it. Did you know that a lizard's tail will grow back if it's been removed somehow or cut off? I see a lot of heads going like this. Okay, I did not know this. And maybe if I knew it at one time, I completely forgot. But what happens is if a predator has hold of the tail of a lizard, I don't know if all lizards are like this, but a lot of them are, they will actually, there's actually a default weak spot near their, where the tail joins their body. The bones are weaker there, like a fault line, and they will assist as the predator has them. There's a lot of movement going on, right? But they will assist the tail by doing whatever they got to do, like the lizard, and they will like friggin' run away from their tail. Okay? And that tail is still going like this, right? And the predator is distracted by that movement of the nerve endings in the tail, and the lizard makes its escape. And I thought, what a wonderful metaphor for regeneration. Because that lizard can grow back its tail. It takes 6 months to a year to do so, so patience is required. And I assume the lizard isn't going, hurry up there. You know, it's taking so long. Can we have a picture? Oh, awesome. Thank you so much, Justin. Yeah, so it's kind of hard to see with the light in here, but he's got a short little tail. He's growing back, or she. And so I thought, what a wonderful metaphor. You know, part of the brain, the amygdala brain and the human brain is called reptilian because it's the oldest part of our brains, and it's the part of survival, you know, the part that takes care of our breathing, our heartbeat, has a whole information system up and down the spine, and the vagus nerve, the whole nervous system is connected to the brain stem. And also, it's a lot of fear-based. When we say our thinking can default to fear, you can blame the brainstem, which allows so many wonderful things to happen, so we can't really get too mad because we are fear-based because we are people we are beings, animals actually, that survive, just like the lizard. So our conditioning causes us to stay in an old place a lot of times, and sometimes we need to like remove that tail of the old conditioning, right? And let go of the old beliefs, the fear-based beliefs, I'm only a lizard beliefs, and start creating some new beliefs that will support a new life, a regenerated life. So growing a new tail can mean growing a new set of beliefs to support the integration of our fullest self. So when we start thinking of ourselves as divine, I mean, that's a slow process. And it'll take more than 6 months to a year. So, when we start integrating, a new way of being, our divine self with our human self, then we can create a whole new life for ourselves, a strong life. We become a new person better than we ever were. So that's about being reborn. As Jesus said, we need to rebirth ourselves. Charles Fillmore is co-founder of Unity, and with his wife and partner, Myrtle Fillmore. And here is some of his thinking and beliefs written in his Unity classic, Atom Smashing Power of Mind. Isn't that a great title? Atom Smashing Power of Mind. The resurrection of the body, he says, has nothing whatever to do with death, except that we may resurrect ourselves from every dead condition into which sense ignorance has plunged us. To be resurrected means to get out of the place you are in and get into another place. Resurrection is a rising into new vigor, new prosperity, a restoration to a higher state. This transformation is worked out by the individual and is not the result of a physical death. We have an old way of thinking that resurrection happens after we die. Charles says, no way. This is the transformation is worked out by the individual. So we work out our own salvation. and is not the result of physical death, but rather of the death or annihilation of the erroneous beliefs that ignorance has stored in the cells of the body. It is first a mental resurrection followed by a body demonstration. So regeneration can be thought of as spirit, mind, body integration. What I took from this wisdom that Charles shares is to focus on what does work, what does work in my body, in my mind, and focus on that and increase it, appreciate it, and it will grow. It's a great way to regenerate. Agreed? Yeah. So is there something going on in your life that is asking for renewal? Revitalization? I mean, it's easy to get stuck in a rut. And part of our life might be going really well, and then over here is a rut. We all do it at various times in our lives. I know I have been stuck and not known how to free myself. Has that happened for you where you just didn't know? The problem is we don't even realize we're in a rut. We think it's all honky-dory. And then for me, I had the realization years later that I was in a toxic relationship. Well, I felt normal to me, right? Normal isn't always healthy. And so that is why it is so important to keep checking in with our spiritual nature, listening to our wisdom and trusting it. Then we can get some clarity, at least have enough light to know what step to take forward, to see the path ahead in front of us. Not necessarily far in front of us, but enough to take the next step. There are those times in our lives. So I am just, and I have here, we get clarity what old belief has us in that rut, and where do we need to change our thinking, right? And so again, what old belief do you have that you're holding on to right now in this time in your life? What's coming up for you that you realize you need to rectify? What is a new belief you have stepped into recently? What new belief are you working with right now? So I'm going to share with you a spiritual tool for spiritual transformation and regeneration. It's taught by Reverend Barbara Schreiner Trudell, who is on the Unity Canada board, and she teaches prayer and a lot of other things, and she's wonderful. She's CSL, which is Center for Spiritual Living. Has anybody here heard of Center for Spiritual Living? A few. It is not Unity, but it's like a sister to Unity. It's in the New Thought realm, and it's very similar to Unity. So she's trained as or ordained as a CSL minister, and she's also ordained as a Unity minister. So she comes well credentialed. She teaches affirmative prayer and actually has trained our prayer chaplaincy group, our prayer partner group here, a couple of times. And she teaches us this wonderful 5-step prayer process, which is very similar to Unity's affirmative prayer process, which is also 5 steps. There's just a couple of differences. And it's called, in Center for Spiritual Living, it's called Spiritual Mind Treatment. And I like that name. Do you? Spiritual Mind Treatment, So let's go to the next slide. So 3 things to keep in mind is that we speak in the first person. We use the I when we want to affirmatively pray. And we speak in the present tense, right now. And we speak positively. So speaking in the first person is powerful because the words I am are transformative. It's a powerful invocation for spirit. I draw into my life whatever follows the I. So when I say I and what I say after it, I draw that in. I am love. I draw in love. Speaking in the present tense means to speak as though the things we desire, the things we want to feel today, as if it's already an accomplished reality in our life. It's very intentional, right? A lot of us make intentions in the morning, and we notice the magic of that. So it's very much the same. Speaking in the present tense. So if we affirm, I am joy, this moves us beyond the experience of perhaps waking up feeling sad or depressed or despairing. And I am joy begins to change the way we feel because we've claimed it. So it's our point of power when we get into the present tense. For certain, the past is over, and we know the future does not exist. So the only thing left for us right now is right now, the now moment. And of course, speaking positively in our spiritual mind treatment is going to focus on the good, like I was mentioning before. It's going to focus on what's working well and increase it. So the first step which is the next slide coming up, the first step of spiritual mind treatment is recognition. First, the reason we can do the wonderful, miraculous things we do in our life and evolve the way we do is because of one reason. God is. Agreed? You know, there is no life without God. And you can call God what I call God, what you wish to call God, what works for you. You know, source, love, spirit, goddess, divine feminine. You know, it doesn't matter. Divine, infinite being or beingness, whatever we call it, it is. It is. And it's everywhere present, one power. Every molecule of everything that exists, it is that. It is there. And we can draw on it because we are made of that. So let's go to the next slide. The second step is unification. I am one with the one. So we take God is and I am, and we bind that together. We tie it. And we know for sure that we are one. And we sit with that knowing. And we'll do that later. So you can experience it really consciously. So this is how we start moving from getting distance from the troubling situations of our life. We can start to move, get unstuck from the ruts, the troubling circumstances, move into an incredible and great awareness of an infinite possibility. You know, we've heard it said, with God all things are possible. This is where we move into that realm. So unification, I remind myself and I remember that I am one with the one. Spirit is being me now, always and forever. And now I become really aware and awake to this truth as I experience it. The next step is realization. And we'll just go there now. So in the realization step, what we want to do is present our affirmation, and this is when we state our desire, we affirm our desire, and whatever it is, and so go back to what new belief you are working with, okay? Or if you haven't thought of that yet, like go to a place, if you really want to work this process with me now, go ahead and let something come up for you that you're working with and that you desire. It can be an emotional state. It can be anything you desire. So we affirm what we desire in the first person and in the present tense. And we want to present this idea as a fully realized fact. It's done. We're going to own it. So as an example, I'll give you something that I've been going through, a health issue, okay? And when I want to transform this, I would say words like this, and we use our own words, but something like this: I am health. Therefore, health is my natural state of being. I am it. Health is what I am. I know today that I am vibrant, I'm energized, I'm a dynamic expression of spirit. I know that my body is strong and vibrant. I know that I'm flexible, comfortable, and at peace with life. So ultimately, what we believe here is that everything begins as an idea in mind. In the back of all things was first an idea, a belief. And so as we do this spiritual mind treatment, what we are doing is erasing old patterns of thinking. We are erasing old beliefs and creating in their place a greater truth. We erase old beliefs and create in their place a greater truth. So sitting in this prayer process is a really powerful way, because sometimes we don't know how to let go of an old belief. I know, like, I struggle with that, but in this process, we let go of the struggle because there's a greater infinite possibility that we can draw on. There's something greater, a greater reality than what we experience in our everyday reality. And some of us call that God, and whatever your name is for it. So then we focus on this affirmation, this desire. We focus on that, and how would that feel? And decide. And you know, if you've never had this desire manifested before and you don't know how you would feel, think of people that experience what you want and step into like what it appears to you that they are feeling. You know, use your imagination in any way you want to and start conjuring up the feelings that you would feel, the reality that you want to experience. Make it happen in your imagination, okay? You might say something like this: I feel joyful and free in my comfortable, healthy state. Okay, so that's something I've worked with. My body feels energetic and free and exuberant. I mean, put some power, some passion into really feel it. Then we move into gratitude. So that's the fourth step. Get into the feeling of I am blessed. So get into that. And then as we begin to experience that more and more, we begin to shift our experience in a big way. Gratitude is a deepening of our awareness of the goodness that already exists in our life experience. And we speak to the reality that we have created in the realization step. So we've conjured up this wonderful reality in our imagination. We've made it so. We've owned it. And now we express gratitude for it. In the back of everything is first an idea. So as an imaginative, creative beings, we've created this idea, this divine idea of this desire. So back to my example of health, I could say, I am grateful for my body. I am grateful. I'm grateful for health, for strength, for comfort. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for energy and excitement and enthusiasm. So as we experience our gratitude, this moves us forward to have a greater experience of well-being in any area of our life that we choose. As we go into release, which is the 5th step, that's the next slide, then we let it go. I take these ideas and release them to the law of mind, knowing that it is done. It is so. So we let it go, we get on with our day. The key is to release all attachment to the outcome. Release it to spirit and allow the power and presence to do its work through us. Because what do we want to do? We want to know how. We want to know mostly how. How is this going to happen, right? And maybe where, and maybe like why. But we let go of the struggle. We let go of the details. And what we do is we resolve to listen. And when a nudge comes up and we receive direction, then we get into action. So Reverend Barbara talks about a saying in CSL, treat and then move your feet. Okay, so again, we're integrating the divine and the human. The divine has given us the direction, and the human gets busy. We are the feet and hands of God. The divine is activated as us. We are in unification, and we go about the business of manifestation. Perhaps the biggest leap for me is really to really trust that, God's got my back, that I'm worthy of a beautiful new job that I want, that this can really happen. Sometimes my default thinking can go into an old way of like, I don't know, it never works out, blah, 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 like this sing-song thing. This is what we're treating as kind of stuff that gets in our way. So each one of us is created unique, special, and precious. The truth is, there is nothing about us that needs to be fixed because we are not broken. However, there might be a behavior or a condition or a situation that is hindering our joyous expression of life. And if that's the case, the spiritual mind treatment is a tool that can transform it and transform our thinking and transform our experience and our reality and help us grow a strong, brand new tail. Let's move into meditation. And it's going to be a guided meditation. So if you want to just do, I forgot to tell you. So become aware of your breath. And just feel your belly. Become aware of your belly as it moves with your breath. And perhaps you can just pay attention to how your shoulders move. Just your natural breath. Don't make it any deeper. That's not necessary. Just pay attention. Just watch your natural breath. You're aware. You're awake. You notice your body. Do you have a condition you want to transform? If you do, bring it to your mind right now. Go ahead, let it drop into your mind. It might take a few seconds to let it surface. What do you really want? It's yours for the taking, for the creating. Now remind yourself that there is a greater power than ever you know, available to you. It is like the ocean. Perhaps you can just visualize the beautiful ocean. Remind yourself that you are a vital part of this one power. You are like a wave in the ocean. Now drop your desire into your heart. Just let it sink deep into your heart. Use the I am to affirm what you want. I am ... This is happening for me right now. I feel it. I feel it in my bones even. Immerse yourself deeper and deeper in this reality you've created. You've heard the expression, speaking from the heart. Now let your breath come from your heart. Breathe from the heart. Breath in, breath out. Stay in your love center. Enjoy this imagination that you have, this imaginative reality you've created. This desire that is yours for the taking. Enjoy it. Delight in it. Love delights in giving you the keys you need to create a full life, the fullest life possible. That is why you are here. Now, feel the gratitude deep in the heart. Thank you. Spirit has been activated in you as you. So let go of everything. Just release your desire, let it go, and realize Spirit has your back. You will be directed. You will know what to do. Your desire is being made manifest right here, right now. Take a deep breath. Just release. Together, in. Cleansing breath. Release. It is so. You can trust and you can know, and you can grow your faith right now. God bless you. And I just want to add, as a final teaching moment, if you begin to doubt any of this or waver in your certainty of answered prayer, do this treatment again, right away, until your faith in yourself and in your higher power is firm, foundational, and you've got it. You got it, So there you go. That is my gift to you today. God bless you.
Thank you, Mariette. That was lovely. I really like that idea of the spiritual mind treatment. Because I know for me, I've been indoctrinated in terms of praying out there for something. And so this just really brings it home to who we are as source beings. So I really appreciated your talk today. Thank you.
And I would like to thank our musicians today, Michael and Angelica. Once again, beautiful music. Thank you.
And I'd like to thank Justin. Justin is our technology support. We just really appreciate you. Thank you.
At this time, let us take to heart our vision, mission, and statement of being, which is shown on the screen.
We have a global vision. Will you please speak it with me? Our vision is a world
powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening. And we have a sacred mission. Will you please say that with me? We inspire and empower spiritual growth to awaken us and transform the world.
And we have a personal statement of being. Will you please say that with me? I am a dynamic center of the Christ light, mighty to unfold my good and radiate that good to all.
And we have some announcements to let you know of. Our big potluck is now on the second Sunday of each month. And being that Earth Day is celebrated this month today, there is a friendly vegan cooking contest going on today with some great vegan-friendly dishes for you to try. So please join us upstairs in the fellowship room after the service, and please note the big potluck is going to be on the second Sunday of every month now, not on the first, okay?
Thanks. So on Friday night, April 19th, at 7 p.m., we will be hosting a movie night in the Fellowship Hall. And Friday's movie is The Life of Pi. I don't know if everybody has seen that already, but it's really good. Everyone is welcome. A facilitated discussion will follow the viewing, and popcorn will be served.
Reverend David will be facilitating a new member orientation class next Sunday, April 21st at 12:30. A sign-up sheet can be found upstairs in the hospitality room. Please sign up if you are going to attend. and that way we know how many handouts to prepare.
Okay. Spirit groups are starting soon. Please check your newsletter and our website for more information on the 6 different spirit groups beginning this month. Our own Claudio, I don't know where Claudio went to, and my husband Bob are having a group called Cooking and Laughing, and that's going to start in May. Check it all out.
That sounds like a fun thing.
Well, they're characters, so it should be fun.
Please remember that if you would like someone to pray with you today, Tim is available to pray with you in our prayer room upstairs directly after the chapel. And here's Tim over here.
Yeah.
Put your hand up, Tim. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Tim. So next week, Reverend David will be speaking about living a life of service, embracing our purpose. And so that'll be on Sunday, April 21st.
All of our classes, programs, and services are made possible by your generous donations. Our heartfelt thanks for your continuous support. We've created many easy ways to donate, which you can find on our website.
And we have a love offering box near the foyer door over there with offering envelopes and pens, and where you can drop in your tithe or love offering as you leave the chapel. Please remember to print your full name and address on the offering envelope if you wish to receive a tax receipt. Again, thank you and bless you all for your donations.
We invite you now to stand, and let's open our hearts and minds in gratitude as we close by speaking out loud or to yourself the love offering prayer, followed by the peace song, and closing with the prayer for protection.
Divine love,
in me and through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
The light of God surrounds us.
I am light.
The love of God enfolds us.
I am love.
The power of God protects us.
I am power.
The presence of God watches over us.
I am presence.
Wherever we are, God is.
I am divine.
Thank you for joining us, everyone. See you
Join everyone
upstairs.
upstairs for the potluck.